I think we can. I think it's already 11, so we can just start our session. So first of all, thanks for everyone for taking out your time and joining this session. So as you all know, today we have a special guest, Mr. Utpal Chakraborty. He's AI and quantum scientist and chief digital officer at LI Digital Technology, and he was also a former head of AI at S Bank, and he's also an AI global ambassador, and he's one of the top 20 AI key leader in India, and he's a fintech inventor. He's a TEDx speaker also, and author of 6 books, and Web3 and blockchain researcher. So if it's so much domain he's involved in. It will in 1 hour I'm not able to give you a detailed introduction about sir. So today, in fact, we have a one more interesting topic, that is a chat GPT, impact of chat GPT in different industries, and we have our own one of the best expert in India, you can say, Utpal Chakraborty. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, for inviting me to this webinar. I'm delighted and honored to be part of this webinar, and I can see a lot of people have accepted the invitation in the LinkedIn and also from other WhatsApp groups and all other channels that the message has gone. So it is really a pleasure. And so, I mean, even the topic, am I audible well? I mean, my voice.
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So also topic is a very hot topic today if you look at ChatGPT, because it has actually changed the entire world. Okay, it has taken the world into a storm because people thought like what AI can do, what AI cannot do. But when ChatGPT came, it is like a shocking, and it has actually broken all the records of any other softwares or social media platform that has come earlier. So I think this is going to be a great discussion. So I don't think it is a session because it is more of an interactive session,
Exactly.
And we'll keep enough time for Q&As. And as I can understand, like we have got audience from the technical side as well as non-technical side. Okay, and also from different domains. Okay, because I can see from LinkedIn, people from media, people from movie making, people from fine arts, they have subscribed to the webinar. So definitely we'll have to talk something on that also. But at the same time, the majority of the community I can see are IT professionals, then the developers, in fact, data scientists and all. So we'll also keep it a little bit technical, but we'll not go that technical. Just to what we are going to try is basically, because for many people probably it is kind of a magic or a black box. Okay, so we are trying to like open that black box. It is not a magic. It is not at all a map. It is a complete science. It is complete technology. So that much technical we'll try to go. Otherwise, we'll keep it on a very high level.
Got it, sir. Great, sir. So I think a lot of people, as you mentioned, this is one of the trending topics which is happening across the globe, and a lot of people are want to know more about ChatGPT. So in fact, you are the right person to give us an insight on what is exactly happening across this ChatGPT and how it is impacting in the different industry across the globe. So yes, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. So let me just share my PPT. I've got a small presentation, not much, just so that we have got the pointers and we don't forget things. But this presentation actually says nothing. This all that we'll be discussing. Just give me 1 second. Let me.
So people are telling that they can't hear voice. So are we audible? So you can.
Are you audible?
Yeah, you can just put in the chat, or you can just give us thumbs up. Okay, fine, great.
We are audible, right?
Yes. Paras
yeah, because that is the main thing. Otherwise, everything.
So can we get few more thumbs up, like guys? Like, are we audible? So
yeah.
1 thumbs up as of now. The people are yes. Great. So we are audible.
Okay. Great.
Thank you.
Great. So is my screen visible, by the way?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay. So actually, I have prepared this very quickly. Okay, just for this webinar, and I think I don't know. I mean, how perfect it will be, but yes, we'll try to see like how it goes. Okay. So we have got around 20-25 slides, wherein these are just pointers. Okay, so that we can take the discussion in a particular direction. Otherwise, probably we'll go somewhere else. Okay, and as I told, it is for I have got recipes for both technical and non-technical audience. So to start with, so as I told you, like ChatGPT has actually broken all previous records. Okay, so number of users subscribed, the number of hits. Okay, and all other things. Okay, whatever has come previously, all now has been taken by ChatGPT, all the records. And there are a lot of confusions, like people think whether it is an advanced chatbot, right? Because we have been using chatbot for so long, and chatbot has been marketed in a very different way, right? Self-enriching, self-learning, intelligent, human-like. Okay? But in reality, okay, probably it has not been able to stand up to the expectation in many cases. Okay, so that's why people are not very fan of chatbots. They are frustrated, but I mean, let me tell you, the chatbots are becoming more and more intelligent because the engine or the heart of the chatbot, okay, is also evolving. So now chatbots are, of course, very intelligent, but there are confusions. Like, it is an advanced version of chatbot. Okay, what is NLP engine? Okay, natural language processing engine. Okay, is it a language model? Okay, or it is a conversational AI? So there are a lot of things which are already there. People are discussing. A lot of blogs has come up. Okay, some people have given very good insights about that. Some people has given very superficial things, and many of the things are very confusing. So I will try to see, like, if we get a very concrete, concise, and authentic information from this session. So that will be my what do you call? I will try to do that, right? So of course, it is not a chatbot. Okay, it is not a plain chatbot. ChatGPT is not a plain chatbot. Neither it is a vanilla NLP engine. Okay, wherein we do a conversation with the chatbot. And the chatbot can understand, the NLP engine can understand the intent and entities, right? So that was very popular kind of a thing. It can understand intent, what actually user want to ask, okay, or user is looking for, and then it answers accordingly, right? So it is not purely that, okay? Although some what do you call, characteristics of chatbots will be there, because it is also a conversational kind of a thing, but it is not purely chatbot. Is it a language model? Yes, you can say it is a language model, but it is not a vanilla language model, because there are a lot of language model that has came up, okay, but it is not like that. It is a conversational AI. You can say, yes, it is a conversation, but again, it is not purely conversational AI. Some conversational element is there, because you are asking something and it is giving something, so that conversation is there. But more than that, it is something called generative AI. Okay, so that we have to understand. Generative AI is something which can generate new contents, okay, fresh contents. It is not like copying from somewhere, some website, some wiki, or some blogs, okay, and doing a little bit of rephrasing of things and then placing it. No, it is not like that. It can generate, okay, and generating what? Only text? No, okay. In fact, it can generate almost everything, okay, anything and everything. Okay, it could be text, it could be image, it could be audio, okay, it could be even video. So generative AI is something, of course, these models are trained with huge amount of data, but the beauty of these models are it can generate new and original, fresh content for you. Okay, so that is the difference between the other things that we have seen in the past, and this is a complete new vertical of artificial intelligence, okay, which is getting a lot of traction from the industry, because till now we have been processing data, trying to find out insight from data, okay, doing some kind of analytics, doing some kind of prediction out of that data, right? So that is one part of AI, you can say. The another part of AI, this generative AI, that emerges as kind of a AI model which can generate content from you. So you can say it has got some kind of uh, uh, intelligence and brains, and it can actually generate fresh content for you, right? And this content could be anything and everything. So that is so. ChatGPT is more generative AI rather than all other things that we have discussed in the last slide, right? Now coming to this, now what generative AI can do. Now see, these are some Indian couples, okay, some brides and grooms, right? And this is completely developed by AI algorithm, generative AI, okay? Not by me, by the way, no offense, okay? Nothing. So you can see what it is, how it is done. It is basically, it has been trained with lot of such images, right? And it is taking some common characteristics of that particular, like see for West Bengal, this is the kind of couple, right? So probably it is not perfect, okay, but you can see like it has tried to find out some of the very common patterns, okay, and it has generated the content looking at those patterns. Same goes for Rajasthan, same goes for Gujarat, you can say Nagaland, Punjab, and Kerala. So this is not at all any image. It has not what do you call done any kind of copy paste kind of thing. This is a completely generated images by the model. Okay, so these images are AI generated images, and you can see, although it may not be completely perfect, I can see the Rajasthan. I think, as per my knowledge, again, I am seeing it is very close to reality, right? Okay, even probably the Punjabi couple that gets shown is also, and even Kerala. Okay, I think Bengali one is not that, because he doesn't look like a Bengali babu. Okay, so it's not a Nagaland again is perfect. Gujarati is not perfect, kind of thing. Probably the person looks like kind of a the common Deshmukh Hasmukh bhai. Okay, so that's the common things, right? Like in Bengali, some common these things. So here also, if you look at his face, so this is completely generated by AI. Okay, so images. Now you see this image, right? So this image is like how the Indian cities will look like, okay, if there is a huge snowfall. So normally we don't have snowfall in Delhi or Kolkata or those kind of places, right? But how it will look like if there is a huge snowfall there. Okay, so generative AI has created this kind of images. So these are completely created images. No, what do you call, the other techniques, that's putting some white snows here and there. No, the complete images has been created by the generative AI. So this is the power of generative AI. Now, also you can see, okay, so this is very, very interesting, right? So the generative AI models can generate the picture, okay, of a child, how the child will look like, okay, looking at the images of their parent, of his or her parents, right? So these are the images of the parents, okay, and it has created the image of the child, okay, automatically. So now think of this: if this kind of model evolves to a very mature kind of a state, right? So what all things we can do? Okay, now you can think a lot of things can be done, a lot of possibilities. So till now, it is not that mature, but it is very close to reality, or close to coming to a mature state, right? So this is another example. Okay, you give this, and these are already available in the public domain, right? So you will find those models there. Do some googling, and you will find a lot of sites. Okay, who can give the photographs of the parents, okay, and you can find out how probably their future child will look like. Okay, so this is very, very nice, and this can be done in many things. And this is generative AI. Now, to understand what is generative AI and how this evolution has happened, basically, so we'll have to understand little bit of technicality. Don't worry about anything. Don't go by the diagram, this, that, and all those things. But I will discuss, and I'm pretty sure anyone can understand this. This is not at all a rocket science. This is not a magic. This is not a black box. This is a complete pure science. Okay, that anybody can understand. By the way, this generative model is not very new. Okay, so many companies, Microsoft, Meta, Google, and all, they have tried it in many many variants, right? But were not successful because of many reasons. So number one, the content generated by this generative AI, probably if it is not appealing to the public or the people, or if it is giving some kind of an offensive statement or creating something which is offensive, okay, or some toxic contents, okay, then definitely those kind of products will not be successful. And that's what happened with most of them. Okay, but ChatGPT is successful. ChatGPT has been able to deal with this challenges to a great extent. Okay, to a very great extent. Okay, and that's why it is very challenging. And how, that also I will talk. So now let us understand the evolution of neural networks. So these are all neural networks. So for people who are completely non-technical, just to give some background. So artificial intelligence, when we talk about artificial intelligence, it's the umbrella term, right? So it is kind of an umbrella term. Under this technology, many other technologies comes. Okay, so one of the main subvertical of artificial intelligence is called machine learning. Okay, so probably everybody has heard of machine learning. Now, in machine learning, there is another subvertical which is called basically the deep learning or neural networks. Okay, using neural network, deep learning kind of thing. Okay, so machine learning are mostly mathematical and statistical models. Okay, they have evolved into different types of models, okay, which can do prediction, a lot of prediction. But the hype, okay, that artificial intelligence has got in last 1 decade or 1.5 decades is essentially not because of those vanilla machine learning models, because of this deep learning, the neural networks, okay, which works completely how human brain works. So it is basically, we are trying to mimic how human brain works into semiconductor in a programmatic manner, right? So this is these are the particles, and there is also another particle there in artificial intelligence called NLP. It is pure NLP, natural language processing. So these are again some linguistic model. Some techniques are there wherein you can actually do text processing. Some kind of, you can build some linguistic model and all those things. So these are on a high level there, and these are also the entire subject. Okay. Is again called cognitive science. Okay? So these are all part of cognitive science, and artificial intelligence is just an umbrella term. Okay, so at a high level we say artificial intelligence, but behind the scene there is machine learning, and also most importantly deep learning, which is neural networks kind of things. Now, how this neural networks has evolved. So there are a lot of history. I'll not go into those history, but on a high level, the first neural network, which is very popular, which came, is called convolutional neural network. Okay, so the convolutional neural networks are very good at image processing. Okay, it can identify any object in the image. It can generate image. Okay, it can identify it can tell what is there in that image. So a lot of things probably you have seen today. I mean, in everyone's smartphone, you will get some applications and all kind of things. Okay, so then intelligent OCR tools has come, right? So those are also, so convolutional neural network was very popular. Okay, last decade, I think it was the age of convolutional neural network, and because of that, now you have got everything. Like, okay, so you can identify a person from CCTV camera. You can use it for any kind of traffic management. How many traffics are coming? Identify. You can read number plate of a car. You can see whether it is crossing the speed limit. So everything, okay, anything related to images and videos, okay, because videos are also images. Frame by frame, if you look at it, these are images, are basically revolutionized by convolutional neural network on a high level, right? So it was the age of convolutional neural network. But we were still facing some challenges with text, and that too when it is a long text and when I need to hold the context of the text. Okay, so probably one pager document, okay, wherein in the first paragraph I am talking about Mr. John something, and then in the second paragraph I am talking about Mr. Sam, who is the friend of Mr. John, and in last paragraph again I am talking about Mr. John, right? So I'm only using he, his friend, and all other things in the whole document, correct? Now, a language model cannot hold that long-term relationship, okay, what I have talked in the beginning, what I'm talking in the middle, and what I'm talking again at the end, right? That long-term relationship, holding that long-term relationship in a text corpus or a text document used to be very, very challenging, right? So we require some kind of a model which can do a good job doing text processing, right? So, and in that process, we have identified, we have actually built another neural network called recurrent neural network, okay? But unfortunately, this neural network has got some fundamental problems, okay, which is called vanishing gradient and exploding gradient. That means any neural network, when it learns, okay, there should be a gradient. It learns slowly, okay, incrementally, okay. If you train a neural network, you will see it will learn incrementally, and that's why it is a little bit of time taking. You require a huge amount of data. You require a huge amount of computational power. Okay, it learns slowly, kind of thing, right? But what happened with this neural network? Okay, after a certain extent, it cannot learn. Okay, it goes flat. Okay, there is no gradient. Gradient means slowly it is learning, right? So it goes completely flat. Okay, so that was the problem with this neural. Now to solve that problem, we came up with another architecture of neural network, which is called long short-term memory, LSTM, right? So this long short-term memory probably you have been using every day, but you don't know, right? All your translation work in Google that you do is long short-term memory, LSTM. All search you do is long short-term memory. In anything and everything, okay, you are writing using some software for writing some blogs, you are checking plagiarism, you are doing translation, everything is long short-term memory, okay, one way or the other, okay, probably a little bit different variant of long short-term memory, but it is long short-term memory, LSTM. But again, although this model was quite successful in the text processing area, okay, but again, it has got some limitations, okay, and to deal with that limit again, because it cannot take that huge amount of parameters when we talk about billions of parameters, okay, because if you require a ChatGPT kind of a model which understands every subject, which can answer any questions, okay, it can write code, it can do anything and everything, then you can think of like how much intelligence that should go into that model, and accordingly that many parameters will be there. It will not be in millions, it will be billions, right? So long short-term memory was not been able to do that. Although it is very, very successful model till now, I mean, most of the things you are using are long short-term memory when it comes to text, right? And there is a game changer paper, okay, a research paper that came, okay, and this game changer research paper actually changed the entire area of text processing and all those things. So what happened? A group research, okay, by Google and the researchers of Google Minds. Okay, so probably many of you know, I mean, Google Minds basically does this kind of researches, and University of Toronto, right? They together, some of the researchers, okay, they together published a architecture, neural network architecture called transformer. Okay, so transformer are the heart of ChatGPT or any kind of generative AI. Okay, so they have published this paper. In this paper, they described about this particular architecture. Okay, so for all of you who probably is thinking, okay, OpenAI, okay, who is the owner of ChatGPT or the company where ChatGPT has been developed, so they invented everything. No, okay, that's not true. So they have probably only extended these capabilities, okay, and built this. Of course, that is also a very big work. But this transformer model, which is the heart of ChatGPT or any kind of generative AI, okay, today are already available. Already, this things were already available. The technology was already available. This research paper were already available. And also, interestingly, this person, okay, so Indian guy, okay, Ashish was the key researcher, okay, in this particular, not transformer, another area which is called attention model. Okay, now attention model. So if I want to describe attention model, then probably we'll have to discuss attention model only today. Okay, so I don't want to discuss that now. In short, while training a ChatGPT model, okay, how ChatGPT model can keep attention to some of the contextual text. Okay, so out of say 100 billion billion parameters, okay, it is very difficult to give importance to everything, right? So, but it can give attention to something which is very, very important, which needs that kind of attention. Okay, so that is called attention model, and this guy was the key person behind building that attention model in the transformer architecture. Okay, there are other scientists also definitely. I mean, their names are there. I cannot be partial, just giving all the credit to him. Of course, it is not. Other people are there, but this is a guy, and why this is an Indian guy. Okay, who is the key person behind what you see on the ChatGPT. He was a Google researcher. Okay, now. This is his research paper. These are public papers, so those who are interested, they can go and they can download this research paper and they can get these insights. And also, out of this attention model, there is something called self-attention. Okay, so I will not discuss about self-attention. What is self-attention? So this research paper was the revolutionary research paper in the field of generative AI, and whatever we have seen today, the magics that we are seeing today, is because of this research paper. Okay, so now, so I have told it is not invention of OpenAI. Okay, so those who are like fascinated by, oh, OpenAI has done it, yeah, of course you should be fascinated, but it is not their invention. Okay, these research papers were always there, but they have extended it. They have created something new out of that. Probably that is their IP, and they have not disclosed that in the market. Okay, but if you have a transformer architecture and if you have that much of data, you can also build a ChatGPT. Okay, anybody. Okay, and literally anybody can build. Only thing is you require that amount of data, that amount, that much infrastructure to train that kind of a model. Okay, and of course that much funding. If you have, you can also build a ChatGPT. Okay? Now, coming to generative pre-trained transformers. Okay, so this is pre-trained, and this is not training, pre-training. It is pre-trained transformer neural network. What it can do a lot of things. 1 second. I don't know why this thing is coming in the way. Okay, yeah, I'll put it in there. It can do a lot of things. Okay, so this is a transformer model which can hold or learn the context and relationship, okay, in sequential data, and that too, it is a very long sequential data also, it can understand. And what it can do, okay, it can generate text, it can do language translation, it can do text classification, it can generate code or debug code. Okay, so it can do many things, right? Now, how this model has been trained? Okay, so of course we know, I mean, this has been trained with public data available in the internet, so that is the best source of data. But when a model has been trained with such a humongous amount of data, so what kind of a training mechanism need to be followed here, right? It cannot be purely supervised, okay, because for supervised learning, so for those who are already aware of, you require tag data, you require label data, right? In public internet, you cannot do the tagging of the entire public internet data available in books, in articles, in blogs, in wiki, in research papers, in social media sites, all the conversation and different websites. It's not at all possible, right? So you require some kind of a different technique. So what they have done is, I don't know why it is not changing. 1 second. Yeah. So this is the training mechanism on a very high level. Please don't take it literally on a technical terms, because these are again, if you go deeper, there are many things, but this is only on a high level. So I'm again requesting technical people not to take it literally, okay? Because if I have to go deeper into that, then probably each one is will take a couple of hours, right? So, but this is on a high level. So first it does a generative pre-training, and this is a very raw training with the raw data, okay? And the raw language model is trained, okay, with, and it gives, as I told you, all types of data, okay? So almost all the authentic data available in the public internet, authentic and some kind of other, because see, authentic, when it goes to wiki, is authentic, right? Mostly we can say it is wiki pages are authentic kind of thing. But there are many websites which may not be authentic, right? But he has taken information from all the this thing, again from research papers, white papers, social media communities. So social media interaction data is also not authentic, right? Because people are like discussing something, okay, somebody is giving his or her own view kind of thing, so it cannot be authentic, okay? So you cannot say that this model, when it was trained initially, is completely trained with authentic data. No, okay. Then what they did is they did some kind of a supervised fine tuning, okay. And for that, how they are not disclosing how they are doing it, okay. So you don't know the exact details of that, but I mean, you can understand that there were some kind of a supervised thing has been done with human feedback kind of a thing, or maybe probably automated feedback kind of thing. Then the most important thing, they have used something called reinforcement learning. So for those, the reinforcement learning is kind of a reward-based learning. Okay, so and it is very efficient, by the way. Okay, in many cases, like so, it gives the reward to the model. Okay, if it is learning, okay, or giving the output correctly. If it is not giving the correctly, then it is again what do you call, kind of punishing the model. Okay, so for that we create a reward function, right? So for training a model with such a huge amount of data, which is actually essentially not leveled kind of a thing, reinforcement learning kind of a method is the best method, right? So they have used these 3 techniques to train the model. And of course, this was the hardest thing, because as I told you, like transformers were already there, right? So what new they have done? They have put all their energy into the training process, okay, with the infrastructure, with the huge amount of training data, and then fine-tuning it, and also that will come, okay, how it can filter out the toxic content. So that is the most important thing, right? Because most of the models, okay, previously failed because they were not being able to filter out the toxic contents, or the contents that are kind of, what do you call it? It could be harmful, or it could be something which is not liked by all. Okay, so the model also needs to be a little bit diplomatic, and now ChatGPT is, right. So and as I told you, like all web pages, books, all books available in the public domain, and also they have tied up with a lot of other online bookstores, right? Digital books, all books. Then Wikipedia, of course, is a great source, and all kind of thing, and all discussion forums. Okay, so they were first training with Twitter data. Okay, initially that model, but now Elon Musk has stopped. He said, no, I want money for that because you are using my data. By the way, Elon Musk himself was the co-founder of OpenAI at that one point of time, right? But now he's like, he wants money. Okay, if you want to use my Twitter data to train your generative model. Now, the heart of GPT, as I told you, this is the attention model. Okay, so just think of, in a very layman's understanding or kind of language I am telling. So this Chat GPT 3.5. Okay, so that is the model, because there were GPT-3, which was also very, very popular. Before that, GPT-2 was there, but GPT 3.5 is the model which you are using now as Chat GPT. Okay, it's trained with 175 billion parameters. Okay, so now I'm not going into what is parameters and all those things, but you can think that Chat GPT has, okay, intelligence of 175 billion words. They are synonyms, they are antonyms, they are meaning, they are context. Okay, so that you can think, and on a high level. Okay, it is not true. I mean, what I'm telling is not exactly true, but you can think, right? It is being trained, or it understands 175 billion words. I think probably separate words will not be there, 175 billion words. Okay, but antonyms, synonyms, their meaning, their context. Okay, colloquially, somebody probably tells something else in different languages. And it's, by the way, it's not only English, right? Any language, almost all the languages that exist in this world. Okay, I mean, you can think of that, or probably some languages are not there, but mostly. So, but now, how to pick something very, very quickly when you ask some question to ChatGPT? This intelligence is already there. Okay, so you can say it is a bag of word, or it's kind of a word cloud, okay, which has got everything there. But how ChatGPT can pick something very, very quickly when you ask something? Okay, it gives in 15, 20 seconds, your article is ready. Okay, your essay is ready, your poem is ready, your song is ready. It can write anything and everything. How? Because of this attention model. Okay, because from your question, it can go to the large, huge amount of intelligence that is lying, okay, and find out what exactly you are looking for, your recipe, okay, and it can bring and it can give it to you. Okay, so that you can think this is the attention model. It knows where to put attention when it is getting a question from the audience, right? It knows where to put the attention, because if it starts searching for all 175 billion parameters, then it will take, I think, days to answer it, right? So that is there. And there is an optimization technique for, because any machine learning model in the world of machine learning model, definitely there is something called optimization that is required before you do anything, before you put your model into actual work, real world work. Something called proximal policy optimization technique they have used to optimize this model. Okay, so now enough technical. Now I will talk about what ChatGPT can do. Okay, and I think this was not very technical, right? I mean, this was all high level. Okay, but anyways, so this is what I have done in ChatGPT. So I have asked, write a flow and code for detecting fraud in banking transaction. Okay, as I'm coming from a banking world. Okay, so my thing is, I tried to test like whether it can write a fraud detection algorithm or not. Okay, and how it does. So I wrote this, and it had given me all kind of steps first. Okay, collect the data. Of course, we collect the data. Okay, train the model. You train the model with that data. Test the model. You test the model. Evaluate the model. Run validation metrics and evaluate. Okay, its performance. Deploy the model and monitor the model. So this is a very high level. Okay, so for any machine learning model program, probably this is applicable, right? Now, it gave me this code also. Okay, so it gave me code. And this code, of course, with this code, you cannot do a fraud detection. You cannot write a fraud detection model in bank. Okay, of course, there are a lot of things there, but this is a well-structured program. Okay, it gives you, you can say it is a pseudo code. Okay, it gives you a high-level idea for any new novice programmers that how to write a program like this. And also it explains what it has done. So it has used, you can use scikit-learn or TensorFlow, okay, in this thing for writing that. And it explained everything. And what I did, I typed more, give me some more information. And then it started going deeper, like what kind of parameters you require, what should be your data set, okay, how you can do data wrangling, okay, how you can do data cleaning, how you can do transformation. So everything it starts giving, okay. And to an extent, I'm pretty sure any book available on fraud detection in this world, okay, it is comparable to that. Okay, probably in some things it is not missing. Why? Because probably it is on trained on that book also. So it is giving me the more I'm asking more detailed questions, okay, it is giving me more and more information. It was amazing for me. I got amazed, okay, kind of thing. So that is the level of what do you call maturity this model has. Okay, I have not pasted everything here. It is there in my this thing, but it has given me enough information. Okay, and I myself has worked on this. It has given me enough information how to do that. It goes into the minute details. Okay, only thing you should know how to ask questions. Okay, your question should be clear enough. What we are looking for, you will definitely get answer, and it is very very satisfactory. Trust me. Okay, and not only this, I asked something on how to build a model for credit risk assessment. Okay, how to build a model to identify any kind of AML anti-money laundering activities. Okay, so I tried, I experimented with a lot of things, and I'm quite happy. Okay, if you ask me, quite happy. For a beginner level, even for a intermediate level, just to get an idea on the subject, how it works, what it works, it is brilliant, guys. Okay, only thing is you need to know how to use it. Okay, so that is there, and I'm coming to that slide. Now, I also tried, okay, let me try something completely different from my area. Okay, I said, write a screenplay of a story of Jack and Jill. Okay, simply, I typed what it writes. And it is actually written a screenplay. Although I'm not an expert on that area, okay, but I can understand the screenplay. Okay, if you write in some softwares nowadays available, right, for writing any kind of drama or movie screenplay, okay, it writes almost the same thing. Okay, fade in. Okay, so fade in, and then the scene comes, and the dialogue comes. Okay, then cut to. Okay, and all those things, and it has written the whole thing, right? And I have also tried it for one popular Indian story. And it has given me the whole screenplay of that. Actually, in fact, you can refer to that screenplay and do a drama. Okay, all the characters, all the dialogues, all from one scene to another scene transition. Okay, so this is amazing, guys. Okay, so I think there are a lot of people from the media and creative background, right? So for them, it is, please try it out. It is brilliant. And this I myself has tried. I mean, this kind of thing. And it is written brilliantly, very, very structured manner. And you can, of course, probably you may not be able to use it directly into that, but I mean, 70 to 80% of your work will be structured by ChatGPT. And then you can do whatever modifications that you want to do, kind of thing. And you people already probably has tried writing blogs, essays, article, poems, this, that, and all those things. So these are very, very, oh, now this is very, very important. Okay. So you need to know, okay, how to ask a question to a machine. So that is going to be one of your skills. Okay, because machine can answer. You can give a elaborative question and ChatGPT can easily understand. I have given a question of around 2 paragraphs. Okay, explaining everything. Okay, so I wanted to write something on the sustainability front. Okay, so sustainability, this SDG, what do you call green finance, and all other things are very, very hot today, right? So I tried like, okay, fine, let me see how ChatGPT has the understanding of this sustainability initiative, sustainability development, kind of things, financial inclusion and all those things. So I've given a very nice 2 paragraphs of questions. And trust me, the output that I got, okay, it like blew my mind. Okay, it was really nice. It's really nice, so structured. Okay, so well researched, and that to a machine learning model giving you this thing. So you need to know how to ask your question, because if you cannot open up, your mind what exactly you are looking for, and assuming the chat GPT will out of the blue give something. No, something it knows. Okay, because while you are creating your account, it knows some of your parameters. So suppose you are creating your account from your Google account, so it knows some of your demographic details, from where you are based out of. Okay, what is your name, what is your gender, what is your age, and all other things. Okay, some demographic parameters it knows. Okay, and also probably I don't know whether it tries to find some parameters from the of yours from the public net also. I'm not sure, probably not, but some demographic parameters are already. And while answering your questions, your demographic parameters are always been considered. Okay, so that is important thing. So I am writing a question sitting at Mumbai. Okay, the same question here, and somebody writing the same question sitting at Toronto. Okay, the answers will be completely different. Why it is different? First of all, it will also look at the previous context. Okay, what kind of questions I ask and that person asks. Okay, and where we are located. Okay, so my answers will be my according to my demographic parameters, my locations, my socio-economic parameters, my political, everything. It will take into consideration that. Okay, so that's why the answers given by Chat GPT, okay, in this particular machine at this moment in my laptop, in another laptop somewhere else, okay, will be completely different. Not completely, will be different. Okay, so that is the beauty, because it is a generative AI. It is not like that it is generating and the same question answer again it is throwing the same question. No, each and every time it generates, and it generates, while generating it takes the parameters. Okay, take into consideration the parameters, like what are the other questions that you have come that you have asked previously, what where you are located, you are a male or a female. Okay, what is your age, and all of the things has been already taken into consideration. Okay, so now this is going to be one of the skill or art of asking question to the machines. Right, so this you have to know. So that's why sometimes probably your answers are not satisfactory enough. Try to ask elaborative questions, give some hints to ChatGPT. I'm pretty sure that you will get a very good answer. Okay. Now, what all ChatGPT can do? I mean, this list can go on and on and on, guys. Okay, even probably this OpenAI guys also don't know what ChatGPT can do and what it cannot do. Okay, because it has been trained in that model. Until and unless you ask questions, okay, you will not know. Okay, on a high level, probably in their website they have given, okay, what it can do, what it cannot do, where it has got some limitations or problem, but nobody knows today. Think of that now, when a model is trained with almost entire public internet, okay, authentic sources of public internet, then who can tell like what it can do and what it cannot do? In which subject it is good, which subject it is not good. Time will only tell, right? I mean, you can, so enormous capability. Okay. So of course you can generate any kind of content, article, blogs, research papers, white papers. Yes, you can do it. Translate any content. Okay, any content you can translate into any. Write code. Okay, write a Python code for me. Okay, for doing for building a recommendation engine. Okay, or robo advisor. Okay, it will write code. You give a code for debugging, it will debug. You give a error some code, it will fix the code. Okay, amazing, right? Okay. And any language, not only Python, JavaScript, you give Java, .NET. Create websites, create any kind of applications or apps. Okay, it will give you the code. Explain any topic. Okay, so you have got a text, but you don't understand what exactly that is. Give it, it will explain you, right? Get some ideas and concepts. You want to start a startup or a business, what is going to be a good idea? So it will look into all. So the answers are not dumb answers, by the way. Okay, these are very, very intelligent answers it is going to give, right? And try it out. Okay, try it out. I want to open a new company. What could be a good name of this company? It is an IT company, and we'll be working on AI, this, that, and all those things. So you explain that, and it will give you say probably 10, 20 names. Okay, and you will be amazed. Beautiful names, meaningful names. It will also explain why your company should be named like that, and it will give options, right? So get ideas, get concepts, validate concepts, Okay, find answers. Okay, any kind of assignments, homeworks for students. Okay, they can get answers. Write poem, write music, songs. It will compose music for you, write songs for you. Okay, extract data from text. You give a text and you say that what kind of a data you want to get from that text. It will give you. Solve any kind of mathematical questions. By the way, mathematics, ChatGPT is a little bit what do you call? It is not very strong. It is weak in mathematics. Some people says, but I have not find it in that way. Probably some mathematics. Probably the asking this, how you are asking the question is not correct. Okay. But yes, I do agree. Probably it is little bit on mathematical terms. It is little bit weak, and I don't know what is the reason for that. It should be actually mathematically very strong. Okay, because if it is an AI model, it should be very mathematically strong. But unfortunately, many of the reviews I have seen in the public internet, that is not. It can rewrite the code into different programming languages. So suppose you have got a code in Python and you want to rewrite it into JavaScript, then give it to ChatGPT to do it. It will do a good job. Detect security vulnerabilities, any kind of security vulnerabilities in a piece of code. Okay, you keep a long code and tell ChatGPT to find out any kind of security loopholes or challenges. It can do that. Deploy a virtual machine. Okay, write a code for deploying virtual machine. It will do that. It will give you the code. Okay, create a cool Twitter or tweet. You want to be a Twitter influencer, and every day you want to create some very good tweets. Okay, which people likes. It can do it. Write a resume. Very easy. You give all your details, it will do it. Even you copy and paste your old resume, and it will write it very nicely. Okay, so it can do that. Okay, generate product and company name suggestions, as I told you. Plan a party or an event, or what do you call? Plan for a tour. You give the details. It will give you all the details. Okay, what you can do, how much days you can spend there, where all you can go, and all those things. Everything. Okay, like your personal assistant, it will give you step by step. And the beauty of ChatGPT is that it is very structured. Okay, it is not like just throwing you text. Okay, it will always give you 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thing. So the readability of the text is excellent. Okay, so a lot of what do you call, hard work and a lot of thought process has gone into this model. Okay, and everything. I write movies screenplay. Okay, so it can easily do screenplay kind of thing. So now this is interesting. Don't take it literally, by the way, because I have got it. So Gita, there is one. They have not used ChatGPT basically. They have trained a transformer with Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita is essentially everybody knows, is basically if you have any kind of questions related to your life, related to your problems, related to how to get success, related to how to live a good life, and all those things are all been there, because Lord Sri Krishna has told Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita all those things, okay, which applies to everyone's life. Okay, everyone's life. Today's situation also is there. So that's why Bhagavad Gita has been taught for corporates, okay, for management people and all those things. So somebody has trained GPT model with different versions of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, and literally you can, I have used it. Okay, Gita GPT, and you can ask any questions, and it gives a very beautiful answer, very beautiful, with very kind of empathy and understanding your problem, very motivational kind of a thing. Okay, and this is a different generative model. This is not ChatGPT of that. So that's what I say. You can also build your own ChatGPT. Okay, your own. You can name it something like that. Only thing is you will require that kind of a data infrastructure and all those things. And this was just. This is on a very lighter note. It was floating on various social media and WhatsApp and all. So some crazy person asked Gita GPT, that means Lord Sri Krishna, that Lord, how can I lose weight without doing exercise? Okay, and it answered like, I am Lord Sri Krishna, not your dietitian. Okay, so this was like funny. Okay, so I thought like putting it there, but don't take it literally. So this is just keeping this is on a lighter note. Okay, so this is also possible. Okay, this is already there. You can try it out, and this is very, very nice. I mean, if you want to ask something on probably some questions which are pertaining to our life, or people are stressed, people are frustrated, people are kind of things. So it will give you a very nice these things. And if you really try to understand it, okay, because this is coming from a very rich literature, right? So it is not the ChatGPT model. Okay, the Bhagavad Gita itself. Okay, and now it is, I mean, irrespective of any religion or anything, forget about religion or all those things. I mean, if you take it as a motivational text, right? I think Bhagavad Gita is one of the best kind of thing, and everybody across the globe now, irrespective of religion, these that are all, everybody is following it. And as I told you, like big management schools, big universities, and all those things, they are following Bhagavad Gita because it is a very rich text, and the model is trained with that text, and you ask your questions, and it will give you an answer. Okay, which is like touching your life. Okay, it will tell you. Like, I mean, you can try. I mean, I can go on and on, but you can try it out. Okay, so whoever is interested. Now, ChatGPT for enterprise. So, what could be some of the business models, or what could be some of the things that that you can expect ChatGPT? How much time we have, by the way? Oh, I think okay, but yeah. So I'll try to finish probably in another 5 minutes, and then we can go for Q&A. Okay, so it is already, I think, there. So GPT for enterprises, right? So now these are some of the models, okay, which is already been there and is going to come. So definitely they will be offering some APIs. Okay, it will be a paid version, and you can use it for your enterprises, any applications or any kind of thing. It could be in your customer care. It could be probably in your fintech applications, some regulatory things you want to integrate, okay, with that. Okay, so that you will be able to do. And it will also be offering some of the application development services. Of course, it can do it with already there. Selling ChatGPT generated contents. It will also in the enterprise version. Okay, so now this is the public version, right? So they have already given some enterprise version, but I mean, I think enterprise version, which is going to come in the future, is going to be much more powerful. All right. So you can sell content kind of thing. Then offering training and consulting. Okay, using ChatGPT. Okay, and the licensing the ChatGPT to other companies. So probably tomorrow you will get an on-premise version or your cloud version of ChatGPT, only trained. I mean, it has already been trained, plus again customized and trained with your data. Okay, your organizational data or your domain data, and you can use it. It's already there, but it will be much more powerful. Okay? So for example, ChatGPT for banking, correct? I mean, now probably this ChatGPT will not understand some terminologies of Aadhaar, okay? Or if it understands some terminologies of Aadhaar, but for agri banking, okay, there are many terminologies which probably this ChatGPT is not trained in. Now, it has got that basic knowledge of all the entire universe, okay? But again, you want to train it and customize it with your domain knowledge. That also can be done. Okay? So that it will be much more efficient for your enterprise, for your organization, for your business. So that these are some of the business models that are coming, but there will be many more which are coming. So now I'll not go into who can use, how it can use. Okay, you are the expert in your own domain. Okay, I am not the expert in your domain. So if you are a creative person, okay, or if you are a developer in a particular area, so you are the expert. I am not an expert. I am only a AI guy, right? So you can now extrapolate whatever we have been discussed, how it can be used for content writing, content creator, or software developers. Okay, so half of your code writing things will be now becoming very easy. You will get the structure, pseudocode, and just now insert the extra course into that. For students, scholars, researchers, that is very possible. Okay, then customer care people, of course. I mean, many enterprises are trying to integrate ChatGPT into their customer care this thing, so that it can seamlessly answer kind of thing. Then creative people, writer, novelist, musician, screenplay writers. For legal professionals, because it has already been trained with lot of legal Okay, in law, there are a lot of books, right? You go to any lawyer or any kind of thing, you will find a big library. Okay, the size of the library and number of books says how much knowledge and expertise he has got in that particular field. Okay, I mean, no offensive to legal people, kind of thing. But ChatGPT is also been trained on legal things, so it can tell a lot of legal, regulatory, compliance related things also. Okay? So that is there. And why ChatGPT declines some of the questions. So now this is very, very important. Okay, so I'll just close this after this slide. So you'll find a lot of news that after ChatGPT has been trained, then the OpenAI has used a lot of Kenyan workers. Okay, some people say some of the Indian people have also worked on that to make ChatGPT less toxic. Okay, so that it can the toxic contents, okay, or when it is answering toxic things, or the data when it is tended. So basically, toxicity comes from the data. If your data is toxic, then definitely ChatGPT is also giving some toxic answers, right? Of course, you can put filters on that, and they have done it. So these are some news coming up. A lot of news that they have used. $2 per hour Kenyan workers. Okay, the semi-skilled workers to just remove the toxicity from the data on which the ChatGPT has been trained. And this has come in Times, by the way. Okay, so Times is a very reputed magazine kind of thing. Some newses are also there. Some Indian people have also worked. Okay, some Indian company has also worked. Probably yes, I don't know. But if you ask me, as an AI professional, whatever I know, whatever little AI I know, okay, I think this is not enough. Okay, this could be one exercise they have done, but apart from that, they have also done some kind of very, very rigorous and diligent activities to make ChatGPT less and less toxic, and that is the success of ChatGPT. By the way, as I told you, there are other models, okay, which were also trained with huge amount of data. They were giving all kind of answers, but only they were not being able to deal with the toxic content, or when some person is asking something, okay, whether to answer that question or to decline that question, those models were not efficient enough, but ChatGPT is efficient enough, right? So, and last thing, everybody is very, very interested, whether it is going to replace Google. I don't think so. Of course, it is giving a huge competition to Google, but I don't think it will be able to replace Google, or because the purpose of both the things are completely different, right? Google is a search engine. It is just throwing you, okay, the relevant content from different websites, and you can actually go to those websites and you can see those research papers and all those things. So purpose is completely different. If you want to write a research paper, okay, and go to some research paper and you can do search and all those things, I think Google is very, very essential. And also they have got a different business model also. They throw you ad, this, that, and all those things kind of thing. So that is different business model. But the ChatGPT is a basically content generator. Okay, it is not just aggregating content and throwing you the relevant content. It is a content generator. So the business model itself is completely different. Okay, but it is giving a tough competition, because till now no other tool or software was there to give a competition to Google search. Okay? But ChatGPT is definitely going to already. Okay, it is giving a big competition. Okay, and Google is already telling. By the way, Google already also have that, right? So in fact, Google has. So as per the information available in the public, Google has a generative model, okay, which has been trained with 500 billion parameters. Okay, so approximately 3 times more parameters than, and 3 times more powerful than ChatGPT. Okay, but why they are not releasing it, when they are going to release it, what they are going to do, that time will say. Now, the last thing. Okay, so I have got many slides. Sorry for that. I'll close this after this. Okay, this is the. So will ChatGPT kill creativity? So this is a question. Yeah, it will kill the creativity of the student, creativity of the professional. So I say, what is the definition of creativity? Okay, so we have been doing mathematics by calculating rather than calculator came, right? So today we don't remember any kind of spelling because already spell check is there. Okay, wherever you write, you do spell check. Okay, many people are using many kind of tools, right, to make their life easy, to make their work easy. Already we've been doing, right? So everywhere you go to any profession, right? For artists, they are using now a lot of tools. For movie people, they are using VFX, right? To bring that real life kind of a scenario into the screen, correct? Using those kind of softwares. We all actually, these tools are enhancing our creativity. Okay, so I don't think so. Personally, I don't believe, and probably we can debate, discuss. Okay, but I don't think any tool is going to kill the creativity. No, not at all. It is going to enhance the creativity, and also the definition of creativity, it changes with time. Okay, I mean, somebody has done some kind of art long back in some what do you call paper leaf or something like that, and today we have got so many softwares and we can do digital art and all those things, and create an NFT, is that all those things, right? So this is changing, right? Creativity, this definition of creativity is also changing. I don't think so, whether it is ChatGPT or any tool coming tomorrow, who is going to kill creativity. Okay. Rather, I think it is going to enhance creativity because it is always your companion, your kind of a helper, your kind of a assistant. Okay. It is not going to take over you, never. I mean, okay. So I don't think so. With that, I'll thank all of you. I have taken some more time, and I would be happy to answer any questions, whatever I think the time permits.
So thank you for the wonderful session, sir. We have a couple of questions in the chat section.
Yeah.
So Paras Jain, like, not use that, is that free or at a fee? Like, basically he's asking about ChatGPT. Is it for the free of cost, or we need to pay a fees to use ChatGPT? I think we have both free. Initially, when you log in, you have free access. Then, if you want advanced application, I think you need to subscribe it. As per
Yeah.
my-
So yes. So I mean, both the versions are already available. Like you can have the free version as well as you can have the enterprise versions. That has also come. Bit costly, but it's okay. Okay, for professionals, it's okay. And I think over the period of time, I mean, these things, the prices also will go down. So both the options are there. I think free is enough for this thing. I don't see a distinction between the free and the paid version at this point of time. For normal work, whatever we are doing, okay, I think free is enough. But yes, of course, if you want to integrate it with your application, some APIs and all those things, so those will be definitely paid kind of a thing, and that is going to come. So this is just a beginning. Okay, so I think in a couple of months or probably a year or two, you will see like ChatGPT will be spreading like a fire in all applications. It will be integrated in all applications, right?
Great. So there's one more question from Paras Jain. Do I need to type in or can upload files? Like, I want to upload my resume to give it a fresh look with the help of ChatGPT.
So right now, I think this uploading option is not there. You can only paste it and you can do it. I have not tried it, by the way. I mean, I don't see there is an option, at least in the public version, wherein you can upload some image or upload some kind of thing. It's mostly you can paste a text and you can do it. But I think, yes, I mean, in the enterprise version or in coming version, uploading, because I mean, it's a simple thing, right? I mean, if you can paste it, you can also upload it, you can read and do it. They will give that options also, I'm pretty sure. Because this is just a beta and they want to test it out in the public, and they don't want to, again, I mean, overburden their infrastructure. Because see, they are burning a lot of money in infrastructure, right? So many people are like just hitting them without paying anything. Okay, and they don't have a business model till now, or they are not showing you any kind of ad or anything kind of thing. So this is a big burden for them, by the way. Yeah.
So there's one more question from Anshul Kumar. What are the nature use cases at the moment for generating AI at the moment? Kindly advise.
Use cases in the sense, generative AI, many use cases. As I told you, like it can generate, keeping aside ChatGPT. If you talk about ChatGPT, mostly your text related, coding related work will be done. But having said that, there are already generative models available, which are also free in public, wherein you can do all kind of image kind of things. The deep fakes are also there. Okay, so you can actually create a lot of, but a deep fake is not a business model. But actually, if you want to use it for your business, for any kind of generating image, any kind of other things, some emojis, some kind of icons, some kind of logos, this and everything is possible. And if you want to go for a paid person, probably you will have to pay a couple of dollars, not that costly also for those models. So you need to know where those things are available in the net, and you probably most of the things you can use free. But for some of the things wherein you require a very professional kind of a thing without any kind of watermark or something like that, you will have to pay a couple of dollars, and that is also not very costly. Many use cases, by the way, many. Because see, I am not the right person to answer the question. Just you understand the technology, what it can do, and you are the best person, okay, to tell where you can use in your domain. Because I don't know anything about your domain. Right?
Yeah. So this is one more question by Ajit Kumar. Will you provide this PPT?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, ChatGPT can give everything free, okay, by investing billions and trillions of dollars. Okay, a PPT. I mean, of course, anytime happy to. I mean, if you are getting benefited by my PPT, yes, of course, I'll share with you, and you can kindly, Bimlesh, you can kindly.
Yes, what I'll do, sir,
I'll public.
Once you share it, I'm gonna share in our community. Right. Both our PPT and also the the PPT and also the recording of the session. So whoever wants this PPT, kindly join our community. So we'll be uploading it by Monday. I'm just gonna post our community link also over a chat. So please join. So by Monday, I'll be posting both the this recorded session as well as PPT. So there are a lot of questions are pouring here. I think we are running out of time. So if you have any questions, please post in our community. So we'll try to answer your all questions. So almost there are 33 questions still pending.
Yeah. So probably we can take it offline and
yeah. So whatever questions you have, feel free to post in our community. So definitely we'll try to help you out with whatever the queries you have. Will be we'll be answering your queries with the help of sir also. So I think we're already 12, so we are running out of time. So we already have extended session. So please join our community. So we'll be uploading all our, as I mentioned earlier, we'll be uploading all our session recorded videos and also the PPT which sir will be sharing with us. So yes, and once again, thank you, sir, for your wonderful time and for the wonderful session. So as you mentioned, it was mixture of both technical and non-technical. So I'm pretty sure that learners have got some insight from this session. So looking forward for more such sessions in the future. And thank you for all the participants who have spared their 1 hour time on this Saturday morning. So join our community, and we are also as a TimesPro as an edtech, we are also coming up with a lot of certification program in blockchain spaces as well as in metaverse and Web3 spaces. So get update on all this webinar and trending topics. So please connect with us. So we'll be back on next Saturday with the different topics. So looking forward, and once again, sir, thank you for your wonderful time. We're looking forward, sir, for more session.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bimlesh, for inviting me. Thanks all participants, and yeah, great to be part of this thing, and looking forward for future sessions in the
yes, coming yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thanks. Bye-bye.